Hello, I'm Dr. Vijay, working as an associate professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Welcome to Digital System Design Laboratory. In this session, we are going to design the counters, primarily the binary counter as well as the asynchronous down counter by using VHDL modeling. Let us see the binary counter VHDL modeling, and here I have considered the behavioral style of VHDL for developing the counter application, and here the primary inputs I have considered the clock and the reset. Whenever reset equal to 1, the count should ascend with all zeros. Otherwise, with respect to the positive edge of the clock, the count sequence should be increases in the incremental way. And here I have considered the 4-bit counter, the signal count, which is declared by using inout, which is of size 4 bits. In the architecture body, whenever the change of clock or reset happens, this primary logic will start execute. If reset equal to 1, then count ascend as all zeros. Otherwise, with respect to the clock event and clock equal to 1, nothing but at the moment of the clock transfers from logic 0 to logic 1 will results increment of the output signal count. In order to do this arithmetic addition of count equal to count plus 1, we have to declare this header file, use IEEE dot numeric underscore std.org, as well as the other two libraries of the IEEE, that is std underscore logic underscore arith package, and one more std underscore logic underscore unsigned, by using which we can run this program. Now let us do the simulation of this binary counter. And here by default I am assigning the input reset as 0 and clock in the binary format. The leading edge is 0, trailing edge 1, and here we have assigned the reset and clock and see whenever the reset is 0 means with respect to the clock the input should increase. See here initially
I am assigning the value as it is a vector of size 4 bits. I am assigning initial value as 4 zeros. Now let us do this same simulation. If you don't assign the input value like this, see, it can't increment its value. Now I am assigning clock as now the reset signal is by default 0. Yes, if we observe the sequence, yes, with respect to this clock, we are getting the count signals. Initially it is zeros, 4 zeros. With respect to this positive edge, it is going to increment to the next value, that is 0001. The next value is 0010, 0011. See, like that, the sequence will continue until 4 ones. The next one is 4 zeros. See, in this order, the output of the count will continues. See, this is about the binary counter. The same can be performed by using the other flip-flops also. Now let us design one asynchronous counter and by using this you can perform the same counting operation in the decremental order. Here I am using one JK flip-flop to perform this operation. Here the primary inputs are same, the clock and the reset, and the count is going to be incremented with respect to the clock events. And here I have considered the JK flip-flop is the component parameter, and by using this JK flip-flop I am going to perform this counting sequence. But in order to do this, we have to use or declare the JK flip-flop, which should have the same signals whatever we are going to call in this the major program. And here we know this logic for the JK flip-flop. Whenever the reset is equal to 1, we do assign the output as 0. Whenever the reset equal to 0 and based on the inputs 0 0, the output is the same state. When 0 1, this goes to the 0. For 1 0, output move to the 1. For 1 1, the output is the toggle state. And here by using this simple logic, now we are going to perform this same synchronous counting operation. Now let us do this validation of this particular code. Here I am assigning the reset as initially 0, and while coming into the clock as here initially it is all zeros. So in the decremental order it is initially 4 zeros, the next one is 4 ones, the next state is 1110, or else if you want to see this order C F E D C B. See, in this decremental order we can visualize the corresponding output sequences.
With this, I can conclude the coding for the binary counter as well as asynchronous down counter by using VHDL coding. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.